What's going on, y'all? So listen. Oh, excuse me. What's going on, you guys? So we are back again for another episode review of Real Housewives of Potomac season 6, episode 6. Okay, Land of the Free and Home of the Shade. Girl, we picked up where we left off last week. Okay, you know, Giselle saying, I want Ray to live. I want him to pay his bills. Girl, we want Jamal to pay his bills too. Okay, I'm just saying. It is so funny, like at this point in time, because you know, I was looking at, I think it was Rock's video, her top of the blogs, and she was talking about how Jamal owed, you know, like damn near $1 million, almost, it was like 700,000, close to $800,000 into taxes or whatever. And it is so crazy. Like, I'm thinking, you know, did Giselle know something about this, or was this going on, you know, during their relationship, and that's probably why she didn't want to get with him, because he had that debt? And if that is the case, Giselle, I'm with you on that, because I am not about to incur your debt too. Okay, no, baby, no. All right. Even though I never saw them getting married, but at the same time, you know, that's her baby daddy. They ain't got really nothing to do with her. But if he paying child support, I would hope so. Okay, Robin had tax issues. You know, you coming at Karen for her tax issues, which really wasn't her issue. It was Ray's issue. But then because they're married, it became her issue. So, you know, everybody got issues, and you know, they just hitting each other weak spot for what? For what? Okay, you know, and Giselle, you want an apology, it's just not gonna happen. Okay? And Karen, Miss Hugo, girl, Dallas, Texas. That's what she giving me up in that confessional with that blowout tease of a 1980 hair, okay? Girl, looking like she's on her richest throne. Let me just tell you this, Miss Hugo. Please come up with something else. Okay, because I'm tired. You know, somebody kept on going back and forth trying to say, oh, well, Giselle did wish death on him, like, recently in the season. Bitch, if they did, we're not talking about that. If Giselle did, that's not what she referring to. She is referring to the stuff that happened 4 years ago. Girl, now listen, I know I can hold on to some stuff, okay? I can hold on to some stuff, but baby, I'm not gonna hold on to misinformation or something that I done twisted in my mind to make it seem like it's true. Okay, Giselle, I don't even like Giselle like that, but Giselle did not wish death on that man. And Karen, that bitch will hold on to something, and she will stand firm in it until she won't let that shit go. I'm sitting here like, Karen, as they went and did that clip, even Wendy had to come in and be like, I don't think that's really what she meant. You know what I'm saying? You know, that death thing. Robin had to say, like, if, you know, somebody would have told me that, I would have expected me to be like, you know, why would you hang with somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? Be pissed off, you know. But Chad, you got me being cool with Giselle, so obviously the issue, she was like, this is the pain that they hurt my family with. I said, girl, stop it. Stop it. Your kids probably felt a little way, a little sting. Truth be told, they probably over it. Okay? And if your kid's smart enough, and I don't want to say that, but I'm just saying, they would know it wasn't that deep. Okay? You know, truth be told, Ray was being very much misogynistic when he said the comment that got Giselle to say what she said back. So are we gonna call him out? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, you coming for her looks, what you expect her to say? Just to sit there and let this man say that to her? Girl, I'm just sitting here like, Karen, you gotta stop it. You gotta stop it. Okay? Mia up here talking about some, I don't know, you know, we should just, you know, mend everything. Everything is not gonna, the trip probably will go better if we just mend things. You guys mend things, you know, because I'm in the middle. I said, girl, just hush, okay? And then a scholar wanna say something. I said, a scholar, you definitely hush. She was like, cause I'm physically in the middle. I came here thinking that we was just gonna have a little girl trip, and you know, we all having fun or whatever. I said, did you not look at a previous episode or a previous season of any Real Housewives franchise? Every time they go on a girl trip, it's going to be at least at the minimum 2 fights that break out, okay? All the time. So what are you talking about, Mrs. Scholar? I said, girl, just sit there and be quiet and just wait until it get on you. Be good and blessed that it's not on you right now, because you ain't truly done nothing yet, okay? Because truth be told, Robin could have game on your ass for letting it out that, you know, you said something about her being, what that girl named? Karen being an alcoholic or whatever. But moving on from that, you know, it took Candice, of all people, bitch. Girl, Candice done learn her lesson. Candice done learn her lesson, or, this is some image overhaul. I don't care, but Candice made a whole bunch of sense, okay? Candice said, y'all both done said shit about each other, okay? Throughout the goddamn years, y'all both done went in on each other. They were showing the clips and everything. What y'all need to do, y'all need to mend this shit. Y'all need to sit down, have a cup, listen to each other. Shut up and just listen to each other. I was like, oh, okay. You see, that was some good advice, because that's some shit I would say. And then I was just sitting here like, everybody saying, and including Candice, y'all need to talk about this like in a private setting. And here it goes. I'm cool with that. Like, I'm cool with throwing everything in the trash, including the relationship. Girl, Karen said, if she cannot, come to the conclusion and to, say that she regrets saying the words death, then I'm done. I'm cool with being done too. I said, girl, just say you don't want that girl friendship no more, okay? And I'm pretty sure, truth be told, I think Giselle really do want her friendship. Okay, I really do think that Giselle wants her friendship, and they got two strong minds, stuck in their ways type of people. Both of them think they're right, and in reality, they're both wrong. Okay, they're both wrong in certain areas, in certain aspects of this. Okay, and they just don't want to budge yet. The rest of the girls, they go to the cottage, and she talking about some. See, I put out the group text that Giselle didn't answer. I mean, that may be true, but y'all got y'all own individual issues that's going on with each other. So, you should have sent her, if you wanted to make amends, I guess, if that was on your brain to make amends, if you felt like you needed to make amends to her, that should have been an individual text. But obviously, you didn't feel like you needed to make amends with her, so let it be go. All right, that's y'all that it was. I'm sitting here like, girl, we ain't even an hour in, and then Mia get on the phone talking to her daughter and them, and they talk about something, they finna get ready to go to dinner. Y'all just ate. Bitch, y'all just ate. I'm sitting here like, damn, so what time was lunch? And what time is dinner? Because I want to know, okay? Because y'all just ate. I know it's edited. It was just funny to me. Girl, a mess. Karen just... Bitch. Giselle... It's tedious at this point. I think even Candice said that shit. Like, it's drawn out. It's drawn out. Let it go. If you're going to be friends or you're not. That's it. So we get Ashley and Michael. They're about to take some family portraits or whatever. All I can say about this scene is, if you know that you got company coming over, and I understand you got two kids sucking off of both of your titties, okay? But at the same time, your husband or somebody else could have tried to clean up. When your mama asked, she couldn't come over and clean up your house a little bit. Y'all could have pushed that shit to the side. Girl, I never let a stranger, come into my house and it's junky. Now, if they friends or whatever, and they family, and we cool like that, you may see a little bit of clothes out of place or whatever, little knick-knack here and there. But other than that, if it's a stranger coming in to do some work or whatever, girl, I'm cleaning this shit up. I don't know what it is about it, but that's how I am, okay? But anyway, they getting ready for the little pictures, and then, the baby, Dylan, and Dean, they was doing a good job doing the picture. Ashley was talking about her postpartum and, how she felt herself about to sink a little bit, but then, she got into it, she was trying to get herself out of it, so that was cool. But she started talking about baby Dylan and how he had jaundice. His jaundice is clearing up. A lot of babies have that, okay? My little sister, when she was born, she had jaundice, and like she said, they supposed to stay in the hospital under a light or whatever. That's what exactly happened to my sister. She stayed in there for a few days in NICU or whatever, until the jaundice cleared up. And I did not know that you can bring them home like that. Maybe they try to make exceptions and stuff to do because of the pandemic, so that you won't have to stay necessarily long. And she had her own lights or whatever on the baby, and the baby's jaundice is clearing up. Ashley tells him about going out there to Williamsburg, and Candice, and girl, at this point, freak all of whatever else was said. They was like, who else gonna be out there? Robin gonna be out there. Michael said, Juan and Robin getting married yet? And then she was like, no. Robin said she gonna wait till the pandemic. And he said, I told you what happened. I said, you gonna check up on your man. He is trying to secure his spot, okay? But he ain't lying. Okay? He is not lying. You know what I'm saying? They not about to get married, because if they really wanted to get married right now, right here, right then, after all of this time, what is taking up the spot? What was taking up What's stopping you? What's stopping you? Okay? Granted, it feel like we might go back down in a little bit of a lockdown, but as soon as everything opened up and shit looked like it was clear and a little bit more stabilized for us to go out, why y'all ain't playing nothing around that time? Y'all could have did impromptu stuff, had got married in the backyard or whatever, or found a venue. Girl, I don't know. You could have did something if you was really determined to get married. Okay? Meanwhile, we back at the cottage. Okay? Girl, they was up there having a trouble trying to get them bags up there. I was like, why y'all pack so damn much? And it's just you that gotta pick up the bags. Whereas in the real house, the main house, Giselle and them had people to a dude to pick up the bags for them. Now, if you gonna pack, be able to pick up your own shit. That's how I feel. But okay, moving on from that, girl. Skylar was on the phone with her husband. You know, when they getting ready so that they can go to dinner in the main house. You know, Girl, Wendy said Versace was made for this new body. The Versace, okay, Versace was calling her. Versace was calling her, and it was dripped out on that new body. Okay, we'll get there in a second. Give me 1 second. You know, so Skylar, you know, she getting ready. Everybody's getting ready. Skylar and Karen had a little conversation. She was like, oh, girl, did you call your man? She's like, girl, yes, I called my man. Oh, I forgot to call Ray. You know, that's my best friend or whatever. Let me check in with him. I said, Karen, who you trying to convince? Okay, we get it. We get it. Am I the only one who be getting that feeling like she be trying to convince everybody that everything is all good in her relationship with Ray? You know, but hey, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Anyway, moving on from that, so then we see Wendy with her, like, Wendy got her boobies out, okay? And we get into this whole thing about the body shaming that Wendy said that Giselle is doing. I don't know, would y'all call it body shaming? But I feel as though at this point, Giselle is being overly used. You sit there and you literally say out of your mouth as you're talking to Robin, you know, I just want to know what's going on. No judgment here, but you're sitting there judging her because of how she is now. Okay, who's to say the person that came on her first season last season, is not the same, it's not the real person that we saw then? What if this is the real Wendy? You know what I'm saying? And just because you're in academia, you do political commentary and things of those natures, you can still have this sexy side to you or whatever. And I understand, because I was taken aback just a little bit, but I don't see the problem in it. Mama, you know, because she was so tightly wound. She was so tightly wound and close to the vest last season. She done got through her first season and she's like, let me loosen up a little bit. I done got my body done. Let me show that shit off. What's the point of getting it done if you can't rock the shit that you want to rock, bitch? Okay, I'm telling you, bitch, let me would have lost. Girl, if I wake up in the morning and half of this body is gone, baby, Ashley is going down to the store and I'm getting a tight fitting t-shirt, bitch, and I'm showing all these arms off, okay, and I'm gonna be sagging a little bit. Even though I don't like that shit, I'm gonna be like, look at my ass, because I ain't got no ass. I will be showing that shit off too, okay? You ain't gonna tell me no different. You gonna buy, I'm gonna be me, but bitch, it's gonna be a new bitch with this new body. I'm just fucking saying, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all feel the same way. And for people just, you know, trying to make Wendy feel bad about it, and this ain't even got me nothing to do with me liking Wendy like that, you know, thinking that she cute or whatever. I just didn't like the conversation that was being had. You know, y'all talking about this lady like she can't show off her body. She can't, like, y'all making it seem like she's a whore or like she's overcompensating for something. Maybe she is, but also the girl want to look fine. She want to feel sexy, and if that's what she want to do, let her rock it. Ain't nobody saying nothing about what y'all rocking. Well, y'all put on granny well, if we could say that. We can say that you the one with the oversized t-shirt on and, you know, all the puffs on and all this stuff or whatever. Maybe you can put something on. We won't say shit about that. And, you know, one thing that I did not like when Giselle was talking about Wendy, I wonder how, you know, I just had to throw it in there because I know somebody gonna mention it. It did not slip me, okay? And I could be overdoing it a little bit, but I just didn't like the connotation of Giselle saying, I wonder how Wendy is feeling in the servant quarters. There's already been accusation of colorism on this show. And I mean, I just wanted to put it out there. Maybe I'm just doing it much, but I called it. I ain't gonna say she probably meant it on purpose, but Wendy a dark-skinned woman and then you a light-skinned woman saying that, I just didn't like that, okay? Because Why you ain't say nobody else? You know, why you ain't pick out? Look, it didn't need to be said. It didn't need to be said because it's not a serving quarter. It was a cabin. That's what it was. Okay. And then I just didn't like the fact that these two grown ass women are coming in and going down on this woman, coming down on this woman about her appearance and the way that she's dressing, and oh, I feel like her personality has changed, and I don't know if I met this Wendy, I would be cool with her, or I'd be wanting to be cool with her. What is wrong with this Wendy? What is wrong with her? Yes, it do seem like, you know, she done switched up just a little bit, but at the end of the day, what really is wrong with her? Like I said, maybe that's the personality that she put on in the first season that she was here just to get a little acclimated. Now she's acclimated and she's comfortable and she let it all hang out. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe she do got some personal shit going on. Truth be told, you're sitting there talking about some, oh, I just want to know what's going on. Just tell us what's going on, because maybe something is going on, like her personality and all this shit. She ain't got to tell you a damn thing. Okay, and then you want to bring up the thing about her husband, and maybe that's why she doing it, even though I don't believe the rumors, okay, but maybe that's why she doing all this stuff. If you don't believe the rumors, why would you think that she would change herself because it's people out here saying that he out here cheating on her? It don't make sense. It don't make sense, okay? And even Wendy had to put up some pictures that last season where she did have her boobs out too. You know, she was dressing a little bit sexier, but I guess that was considered classy sexy. You know, I don't like when people are calling these women whores and, you know, sluts or whatever because of the things that they are wearing, you know, and they're not that. None of them. None of them on this cast is that, okay? So stop with that. I don't like that by what they're doing and trying to make a big deal out of it. Like, what is the difference? I don't get it. I mean, I understand the change. It's abrupt. It's sudden. Okay, but if you got a new body, you will stay in your same old frumpy clothes that you had. Bitch, you will be showing your shit out too. Probably a little bit more, you know, conservative. Girl, Wendy came down there with a bustier on. What is that? A bustier. A busti what? Busti. Okay? If you know where it came from, you're all right with me, bitch. So, you know, all the women get there. Of course, just Giselle and Robin was in the room. Of course, Wendy come up there. She say, "Hey, girl." They was like, "Hey." I hate when they cut off on a commercial and they try to make it look like they finna go in or they discussed it, because that's what they made it look like. But that wasn't even how it was, okay? Truth be told, Wendy, your titties are up in your face, okay, girl? Can you breathe? Can you breathe, bitch? That's all I want to know. But anyway, moving on from that, you know, of course, Giselle saying she don't have a problem or issue with the way Wendy is dressing, but yet you are sitting here having a whole ass conversation about the way Wendy is dressing, the way her personality changed. It's like, which one is it, okay? You don't have a problem or you do, because if you don't, you wouldn't been making it seem like it's a big old issue. Meanwhile, you know, she asked Skylar, how is it like living in a servant quarter? I said, stop saying that. Like, for, I don't know, maybe it's just me or whatever, but I just didn't like it. I just didn't like it, okay? It's a cabin. It's a cabin. That's just what it is. The second house. It's a cabin, okay? Moving on from that, girl. So they get ready to go, but before then, Candice brought some little gifts down. It's some swim caps because Giselle is gonna do some water aerobics with the girls on the next day. You know, they flash back to Giselle calling Karen old and Karen calling Giselle old. Bitch, you 50 years old, or you this and you that. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Meanwhile, Karen said, no, girl, I'm not going because this hair right here, it gotta last until Friday because she going to Surrey to be the ambassador and to be sworn in, okay? And she can't let no water touch that hair, all right? So meanwhile, you know, they finally get ready to go to the restaurant. And they get seated and, you know, they get to talking about, girl, what they started talking about first. We found out Karen ain't going. Girl, let's talk about Candice, okay? So, basically, they get into the whole conversation about Candice and her situation with, what's his face? Chris, okay? How are they doing? And, you know, how she be tired sometimes. And, you know, he's the manager. And sometimes it's just like the issue that they have sometimes is when she's out working and doing whatever it is that she's been doing, and then she comes home at 10 o'clock and he up here talking about some, I want to do videos and we need to do this and need to do that, and it's like, damn, can we just slow down a minute and let me catch my breath and give me a little bit of rest or whatever. And they was like, so you paying him? How much you paying him? Truth be told, y'all a little bit too nosy in her business, but we did want to know that, so thank you for asking. She said, girl, he getting this. I said, I know that's right. That man ain't taking no money, Candice. That man ain't taking no money, Candice. You sure about that? If you sure about that, girl, you doing it. Okay. I feel you on that. He ain't getting shit from me. That's what Candy said. Okay. But girl, listen. They was like, how your mama feel? Girl, they played that clip of how Miss Dorothy was basically trying to make it seem like he trying to live off of her. And Candice had to put it out there. If I knew that if I knew that he was that type of person that would try to skate and float off of my dime and stuff like that, I would have never married him. The whole time, Wendy sitting there like this. I said, girl, they gonna get on you. Just wait. Just wait. Okay, just wait. All right. But you know, Giselle, she was just trying to, Giselle be all up in everybody's relationship and ain't got no relationship of her own, not a steady one to front, okay? But at the end of the day, Candice feels secure in her relationship. She knows what she's doing for right now, and it's working for her. You know, Giselle said something about, maybe do you think he probably feel like, you know, he's taking on your work and it's stopping him from getting his hustle on. And now I will say, Giselle, that was a good question. That was a good question, because sometimes questions like that need to be asked, okay? Is it hindering him from doing what he wants to do? And I'm pretty sure if it was, he would have said something by now. I think he likes what's going on, and I think Candice likes what's going on, and what they got going on right now is working for them at the current moment. I don't know what's happening now, but from what we're seeing, I think it's working for right now. So Giselle basically asked, do it feel like, you know, what's that man? Candice's husband might be living off her coattails or whatever. Candice said basically in so many words, she good, okay? They good. That's basically what it is. You know, Giselle got so much to say about relationships and give advice and stuff like that, but yet she cannot hold a steady relationship herself. Oh, I just don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like just because you don't need to be in a relationship to, you know, give advice on to people that's single. I mean, that's in a relationship, but her advice don't come off as like, I'm giving you helpful advice. It's like judgmental advice, okay? So Robin gets to talking about how she may be going through some stuff, you know, her situation with Juan and her going through being unmotivated, and she was like, girl, listen, it be like, you know, I know I got a whole bunch of stuff to do, but girl, I wake up at 10 o'clock, I sit there and I watch TV for an hour till 11, then I probably get up out the bed at 12. I don't know what she do at 12. She probably go wash her ass, which I hope she do, okay? Because Robin, you look like you could fall into that category of probably not washing butt every other day. And not even every other day, every 4 days, okay? You look like that type at this point, okay? I'm just saying. All right? You know, given all the stuff that you're saying. But, you know, she was like, I just feel unmotivated, you know, and they was like, how are the kids suffering? Do you think that the kids are, you know, going through some stuff or whatever? She was like, yeah, I'm kind of neglecting them. I said, wow. For Robin to get on TV and to admit that, knowing that there are so many judgmental people. Now, see, I ain't gonna judge the bitch, okay? I'm not going to judge the woman, okay? Because like a scholar said, and I'm glad that she brought that up, because before that, she was like, you know, Juan had told me or whatever, like, he don't like that, and, you know, basically, he not here for all of this shit that she doing right about now. And then Giselle comes in and was like, yeah, don't no man want to marry no unattractive woman. I said, wait a minute, girl. First of all, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, okay? Second of all, if one sees something is going on and you see that it's a pattern, you should try to understand and get and sit and talk to your woman and try to understand and get to the bottom of it, to the root of it, okay? It took, you know, like Carrie said, this girl giving, you know, anybody can get it from Giselle. Like, that's your friend, uplift her a little bit. I mean, if you gonna tell her something like that, tell her that in private, not in front of the whole group, okay? But at the same time, you know, Was Giselle, girl, she ain't have to say it, but I mean, is it necessarily a lie? But like I said, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and at the same time, a scholar has to jump in and say the symptoms, the things that you are describing are, it sounds like depression, and I've been through depression like that, so that is what it sounds like, you know. And Robin literally sat there and she said, I don't know if it's depression because she do suffer from seasonal depression. And see, that's why I'm not here and wasn't one of the ones that was jumping so hard on her like, oh girl, you need to get your ass up, you being trifling, you know, you got kids or whatever. Depression hits at any time, and there is a such thing as seasonal depression. Come around Christmas, okay? Come around the holidays or whatever. It's a lot of people that get depressed around the holidays and stuff like that because they not with their family, and a lot of stuff that they can't do for their family for the holiday or whatever. Shit like that happens, okay? And we need to understand that that is a real thing and it is nothing to joke about, okay? And yeah, it may come off as people being lazy or whatever and not motivated. No, they're mentally not there. They're mentally not there. And instead of judging, you need to get help. And what I did it, Robin, you need a therapist. Okay, yeah, you said you need a life coach, but you need a therapist too to get down to the root of why do you have these seasonal depression? Why do you think that it could possibly be that you're lazy as well or you're unmotivated and stuff like that? Why do you think that this is happening? The life coach, I don't know. I don't know. Do you think it's a life coach or do you think she needs therapy? I think she can probably do both at the same time, to be quite honest. Because Robin do need to get her shit together, okay? She do need to get her stuff together because now it is affecting the kids. She said, bitch, Lil Corey or whatever the boy name is, Corey or Carter, whichever one, they was straight A student. Now he getting a 48 up in English. I said, girl, what? You know, depression. Okay, I'm going to just leave it at that. But I'm glad that she was open about it, okay? Because we put that shit on the hush hush, okay? And then they started, Giselle was like, because all of a sudden Wendy was like, ooh, it's like the more I eat, the bigger my breast get. I said, see, Wendy, you be, girl, you be opening up that line so that bitch could come in and just say some shit. Girl, she said her titties just be getting big. I was like, yeah, now let me tell you something, girl. You look good with what you got on, but next time put something on that you ain't got to keep on going like this for. That's my only qualm, okay? If you can rock it like that without having to keep on adjusting, that's fine. But baby, you keep on adjusting. Maybe go up a half size bigger, okay? That's what you need to do. Bustier. Boosty got the. Anyway, moving on. It's a bustier. I'm gonna keep saying it because I love it. That's my movie. I'm about to watch that when I turn this off. Girl. Anyway, moving on from that. Giselle was like, I'm in with you because Wendy said, we all going through some stuff because Karen said we all go through stuff like that. We've been there. Wendy said, yeah, I'm going through it right now. You know what I'm saying? And then Giselle was like, speaking of you, Miss Wendy, I feel like you're not the same person, you just different. And it's like, I seen more of your body parts than I've ever seen before. I said you ain't really known her that well and that long, and now you fully getting to know her. And truth be told, some people said in the comments that Wendy is like probably kind of trying to put on a little bit to make herself more likable to the public because she wasn't likable last season for most people, okay? And she trying to switch that up. And I do feel like that's part of it too, okay? But at the same time, I ain't finna judge the girl dress based on what she got on, okay? I don't care. We say Giselle shit is ugly, but we ain't calling her old ass lady. We ain't calling her loose and slutty and all this stuff. No, this girl is saying that shit in the fucking negative. Truth be told, every woman is dressing for themselves, and that is fine with me, okay? But when Robin came in and said, yeah, it just seems like now you just dressing a little bit more loose. I said, wait a minute. You just a little bit more loose. And I'm like, what do you mean by that, ma'am? Okay, explain yourself. Because she dressing her body size, or she want to feel cute, she want to feel sexy and not look frumpy or whatever, she loose. Girl, stop it with that judgment. But we not judging, but you are. So basically, she getting on her. When Robin calls her loose, she was like, you just seem so much more loose. First of all, loose is such an old ass word to be saying in 2021, okay? I feel, and that's like what the old people used to call, and that's what the old people call these young girls, and I'm talking about like your grandmas and your great grannies and stuff like that. They call from that generation, they call the girls loose, okay? She out here with her ass hanging out and all that stuff. She just loose, probably doing this and probably doing that, and they say it in a judgmental way. So, Robin, that's exactly what I felt you was coming from in that way. Then Giselle and she was like, well, you got these degrees. You come on saying that you're this and you that. And she said, I'm very much still a professor at a very much high prestigious university. And, I can dress however it is that I want to dress. Nobody is the same way that they were after 2 months postpartum from having a baby. And we do have to remember, she had just had a baby last season. I had forgot all about that. So yeah, maybe she wanted a mommy makeover, and that's what she got. And now she feel a little bit more confident because she done pushed out these 3 kids, and they messed her body up a little bit, or she feel like her body isn't the same as it was when she first got it, and now this making her feel a little bit more confident. That's all that it is, and that's all that I see that's going on, and probably trying to make a big splash on the her second season. That's what it is, and I feel like they going a little bit too deep with it, and then to try to make it seem like she's lacking substance because of the way that she dresses, and then for Mia to say, well, you don't see Michelle Obama dressing like this, you don't see Oprah dressing like this. First of all, Michelle Obama is way older. I don't even mean to say older. These women that you are talking about, they're older, okay, and they are put on different pedestals and they are in different arenas, okay. Of course, Michelle Obama is not going to be dressing like that because that's never how she dressed, okay? And she's not going to be dressing like that given that she was a first lady. Given all the judgment and stuff that she already gives, that's not a good example. And truth be told, Oprah wouldn't be dressed like that either because, and girl, Oprah is the queen of fucking transformation. Oprah used to dress one way. When Oprah dropped all that weight, she put on them tight ass jeans and that tight ass shirt. Girl, y'all remember that shit on the Oprah show? Girl, go look at it. She transformed. Okay, granted, she didn't have her stuff out, but she had on tighter fitting clothes. Okay, but even if that's still not gonna stop people from loving Oprah and her business from booming and her network from booming and everything. Girl, y'all tell me that Ready to Love and I need to start watching Family and Fiance. Okay, Family or Fiance. I think I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna try to look at it because I haven't been. People keep on asking me, and that's on the own network. But anyway, moving on from that, and I'm sitting here like we are doing this debate again. This is what happens all the time, and it's like your clothes, you're judging people based on their clothes and their looks as to what's up here in their heads and what they can get done and stuff, and then try to disguise it as no. And then a scholar had asked Giselle, so since everybody asking about relationships and stuff like that, no, Giselle kept on saying, I don't know, it just seems like something is different. Are you okay? Are you okay? Robin asking, are you okay? Girl, she said she okay, let her be okay. It's not that deep that y'all trying to make it, okay? Meanwhile, Skylar tried to ask Giselle about her relationship. She said, girl, are you in a relationship right now? Here go Giselle. I don't want to talk about it right now and amongst all the trolls that's out here. Girl, I'm sitting here like, I'm with Karen. You can go in and talk about everybody else's relationship and give advice and give your opinion, but when it comes to your relationship, it's let me shut down and let me be quiet about it because I don't want the trolls to say nothing because they didn't put out this information. And you mad about what Karen said about Jamal and is having a baby and stuff or whatever. Mind you, her own damn daddy said that shit on camera before before Karen even said that at the reunion. He said that through the season. Okay, you mad at him too? He didn't want you marrying that man or being with that man either. So you mad at him too? Or you just mad at Karen because that's your daddy and you can forgive him and he know a little bit better about how you are though. Girl, I said, get out of here, Giselle. Get out of here. You are just a contradiction. But anyway, stop it. I really just feel some type of way about them saying that girl was loose and that she lacked substance. I don't give a fuck how you want to twist it and turn it. That's basically what they said the girl was because of the way that she dressed. And, trying to reassure her, I liked your body and how you were before you was beautiful then. Girl, she know, but she want to tweak girl, I don't have a problem with anybody want to tweak whatever it is that they want to tweak, okay? If that's what's going to make you feel better, do what makes you feel better. Yeah, sometimes we can think you didn't need it, but it ain't about what we see, okay? It's about how they feel, girl, anyway. Girl, Wendy said, I'm going to just have to start wearing sweaters. And I got to ask this question. Would Giselle do that? Be Giselle and Robin be doing this same question and have this same issue if Ashley came back into the group and she was dressing sexy and putting on the same clothes and doing the same thing that Wendy is doing? With all the issues that she had at her home or whatever, and she came in this thing different, like they say Wendy has, which she has, would they be having the same line of questionings for her? Ponder on that and let me know what you think in the comments. That's a real question, for real, for real. If you make it to the end of this long ass video, answer that. So, Karen had to step in and be like, you don't owe these bitches nothing, okay? You do you. That's all that it is. Girl, when Karen sat down on that couch with freaking, with Wendy, she was like, girl, you ain't got to change yourself for nobody. If this what you want to do, listen, Giselle has been wiggling her fat vagina around for 5 years. She ain't doing nothing but the same thing that you've been doing, okay? I said, wait a minute, Karen. Karen comes out of nowhere with this shit, okay? But she was correct, okay? She was correct. This whole episode has just made Giselle and Robin, they just put a nasty taste in my mouth about them. Because you claim you're not judging, like I keep saying, but yet you are judging. And Karen said it felt like they attacked Wendy. Do y'all feel like it was an attack? But I don't want to use strong words like that, but do y'all feel like it was an attack? I just felt like it wasn't right, and then they asking, do you think Wendy up there thinking about it? Yeah, she probably up there thinking about it. She trying to act like everything cool, but she thinking about it. Girl, shut up, leave that lady alone, okay? And then we got Candice. I'm gonna be honest, Candice has not been bothering me this whole season. And truth be told, I'm actually liking her this season. I do, bitch. Okay, somebody was in there gasping just like that, girl. I told y'all I ain't never really have a problem with Candice. It was just some of the things that she did. And I call people out on their bullshit all the time, okay? But bitch, I guess clean slates went all around except for with Giselle. Giselle fucked that shit up in the first episode. But anyway, and truth be told, I don't even really have that much of a problem with Robin, but she rubbed me raw on this episode, okay? Like, I just didn't like it. But Candice has not been annoying me this whole season. It's almost getting back to when she first came on her very first season, and I actually liked her then. You know what I'm saying? So, girl, who know? Girl, has hell frozen over? It's just hot as shit up in here, so I'm finna hurry up. Meanwhile, she working out, doing her stuff, and doing her little dance moves or whatever. Mama is determined to get up in this music business. I like it, okay? But bitch, that was the Real Housewives Potomac. Girl, put down in the comments. Okay, I think on my other channel I might get back into doing Real Housewives of New Jersey, because it is some shit that is going on there. They go against my kind of belief, but I still like them. Teresa irks me, but I'm gonna do it on my other channel. I think I might. But anyway, that was Housewives of Potomac. You guys tell me how y'all feel about it, and I will see y'all later. Peace.